Guys, guess what? I'm going to make a, well, I told you I was going to do this. A salt sugar scrub type thing. Super easy, nothing spectacular, and it reminds me I forgot my coconut oil in the microwave. Not totally melted, so I'll give that a couple of seconds. It's basically so easy. I've got brown sugar, just Red Path brown sugar. You can use sugar in the raw, which is great. I just want the softer texture and the smell. I've got dead sea salts, as in dead mineral sea salts. I've got sea salts. I have Epsom salts. Coconut oil, apricot kernel oil. I'm going to be making vanilla. I know I said about using essential oils. If you're very light on the fragrance, it should be okay. I know I normally recommend essential oils. That's a good thing, but this one, I've had really good luck with this one. It's very popular. I used to call it my banana bread because I did it with obviously brown sugar and, you know, like there was banana and whatever fragrance. But this one I'm going to do, it's going to be vanilla and brown sugar. This is Warm Vanilla Glow from Sapphire Blue. If it was just for myself, which most of it is, you don't necessarily have to put a preservative in it. I'm not leaving it in the shower. There's a big whole thing about that whole preservative thing about do preserve, don't preserve, whatever. I have an article if anybody wants to read it. It's very interesting to do with the fact of how your salt in your water absorbs, or your salt and your sugar absorbs the water. There's not really... It's a fine line. Like if you had it sitting in the shower and it's in a container like this and it's filling up with water and it's sitting there, yes, you're going to get bacteria. If it's from, like, say, the tips of your hands going into your jar and scooping it out and you leave a tiny bit, usually that's such a tiny, minute amount that it gets either evaporated or absorbed back into the salts or sugars. So it's best to preserve. But if it's for yourself, I'm not. I'm going to leave that one up to you. But like I said, always, guys, when you're selling stuff, it's always best to be safe and not sorry, because we don't want that. So, the preservative, I have Optiphen Plus. There's Jamal Plus. Some say don't use it. Some say don't use it. Some say it's mostly for products that are a lot heavy in water. Well, it actually is good for products that are heavy in oil as well as heavy in water. It's a good one, but this one is like, I mean, this is good for everything. You use it like 1% or 0.1% up to 1% of your weight of oils, okay? So, on that note, I'm going to show you one thing too. And we're melted now. That's beautiful. Coconut oil is beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? And it's so... it smells so good, and it's so white. So that's hot. I'm not putting that in yet. Well, it's not hot. I can touch it, but... So, and what I was going to tell you, how I package these, like, especially when I use it, and I always tell people, plastic jars, these are already all been sprayed and whatnot, cleaned out with alcohol, wiped, everything. But how I package them usually... I haven't sprayed the little ones. When I do sell these, or give them away as gifts, or however, whatever you like, this is what I do. Oh, if I can get them out, I'll show you. It's kind of cool. These are actually a little bit smaller than normal, but what I do is I sell it like this. It has a little cup, I have a little scoop, and I tell them, scoop up what you need, put it in here to bring it with you in the shower. This is a bit small. For that, I have the tinier, actually they're right beside me. I have the other ones that are more, like for me this is fine because it depends on what I'm doing. I haven't sprayed these yet, but I'll just show you. This is a good size to sew with it. So you would put that on it, with your little scoop, and this will be filled with scrub. This has nothing in it. So when you go to the shower, you go to your big jar, use your little scoop, scoop out what you want, put it in the jar, take it with you in the shower. That's how they work. That's how I do it. That way you're never introducing the main batch into the shower or into the water, okay? That's how I do it. Preservative or no preservative, that's just the way I do it. I like that. I don't like carrying the big thing in the shower because you know what happens is you sit it on the edge of the tub and it's sitting there until the next shower. You might not put the lid on tight enough. It's just a lot better to do it this way. That's my own little thing. You guys do it however you want to do it. I'm sure everybody has their own ways, but that's just how I do it. Anyways, hold that one thought. I'll be right back. Another good thing I want to point out, by the way, is you don't have to follow. This is how I do it. Everybody's different. There's a ratio you can do. Usually it's like 2 sugar to 1 salt. You can go 2 salt to 1 sugar. It all depends on what you're looking for in your texture of your scrub. So you don't have to follow me. I don't want to hear any stories about, oh, you don't do it like that, or you need more of this, or you need more of that, whatever. This is how I do it. This is how I like it. This is my own personal thing. So, like I said, everybody's different, and that's a good thing. That's totally fine. And I need a spoon. What did I say about being prepared? Am I ever prepared? No, I should have, oh, I do have my measuring cups. Alright, so this is my 1 cup. We're going to start with 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to go 1 sugar, 2 salts. Maybe, but I may adjust that after. And I wish I had more space. And if this goes too long, guys, I apologize. But I know I said I was going to do this, so I'm doing it. And I know you guys, all your measuring cups are different. If they get, as long as the ratio is the way you want it, then, you know, that's just, like I said, you could end up, if you add too much oil, then you end up adding more sugar or more salt. That's just the way it goes. So, okay, what's that on there? Get off. Get off! I say get off, get off, get off. There's a string. Okay. In goes the brown sugar. Now I add epsom salts too. So, in this 2-part cups, I'm going to have that, it's going to be both. Actually, I think we're going to go heavy with the salts. I'll have to see how it feels. So that was sea salt. We're going to add a little bit of epsom. I know I said with my issues about Epsom salts, but I'm not soaking in it. It just doesn't seem to bother me as much when I'm rubbing it on as when I soak. Actually, I want more than that. So there is a difference. I mean, I would not, with the high blood pressure or blood pressure issues and, you know, the hypoglycemia diabetic-y thing, it's just, I wouldn't soak in it. I can't soak in it. It just doesn't happen. Oh, I love these ones. These are so pretty. This is the Dead Sea mineral salts. I love this stuff. So, that's that. I'm going to have to probably, obviously, add way more. Because I just realized how much I was making. So, mix that all in nice. I want to see what the texture's like. And this is nice because you don't have to color it. Especially because it's already going to be... If the vanilla, like we know vanilla discolors... So it's okay because you have the brown sugar in here, right? So you're going to get that nice brown sugar. Yeah, I'm going to double this up, I think. Okay, yeah, that's what it looks like now, if you guys can see that. It has to be mixed more. But I'm definitely going to add in some more sugar. So we're going to add in some more sugar. And it's not sticky in the shower. Nothing like that. It feels really good. I mean, I absolutely love it. It works so good. And the thing with salt and sugar scrubs, I know a lot of people like to wash it off after they do it. Usually that's because their mix is like too oily. A sugar scrub, you shouldn't have to wash it off. You should clean yourself, wash yourself all up first, and then you put the scrub on. And you start from your feet, you work your way up. So you start on one leg, like a tree. You start with one leg, you work your way up your torso to your trunk, you do your arms up to your neck, you do your belly last. And always go in a clockwise direction as to not upset your digestive system. I know that sounds funny, There was an old treatment we used to do, and a lot of people still do it. When you massage your baby, if they're having like digestive belly, tummy troubles, colic and whatnot, you would lie your baby down, and it's called the I Love You massage. And you have baby, your massage oils, and you rub the tummy like this. It'd be I, then you would go L, and then it would be U, and it's always in the right way, whatever, it's the right way. I think the baby's the other way around, but it's, anyways, you're going clockwise, and it helps with their digestion, and it really helps with the upsetties. It's pretty sweet. So anyways, you do it on the same idea for you. So I'm just getting all the clumps of the brown sugar out, mixing it really well. And like I said, I'm going to use coconut oil and apricot oil. Not a lot of apricot oil. This salt scrub it's more stiff than other salt scrubs, just so you know. It's not the kind that are like really sloppy with the goopy stuff on top. I don't do that. Let's see. I should be measuring how much oil I'm putting in, but I don't. I go by feel. So in goes the coconut. Okay, I'm not putting all that in. I'm going to give it a little bit of a mix first and see how it goes. Because your brown sugar, the sugar actually soaks up the oil quite a bit. Oh, that's looking nice already. And that reminds me, so I'm going to put a little bit of the apricot in now. Obviously, you saw that was more than a couple tablespoons. But it was more coconut. It's more solid than it is other. I'm going to put in a tiny bit of vitamin E. I have grapefruit seed extract here, too. I'm not putting that in. There's a lot of talk of that, too, not or reacting with your preservatives and all that sort of thing. So I won't be using all this, but that would have been like about 2 capsules of vitamin E, if you had 2 capsules. Okay, and I need a new thingy. Where's my... and I know, yes, your preservative is supposed to be measured out by the amount of oils you put in. It should be 1%. I'm not worrying about that right now, because right now we're just making it. Oh, and now we need the fragrance. See, this is how I always make scrubs. I just kind of go by feel. But, oh god, that's nice. I don't want a lot of fragrance. I just want the hint of vanilla, because it's mostly just for the way it works, not so much how it smells. But it does smell like vanilla. You do smell the vanilla. So, and we're going to mix her all up. And I guess you could do this in your mixer if you wanted to, but I like to get in there and do it like this. So if I need more oil, I'm not adding any more apricot. It will be coconut oil. And I'm thinking I need a little bit more coconut oil, because if you can see this, the salt's still, it's not all absorbed. So we are going to add a bit more coconut oil in there. I'll base the preservative on how much oil. I mean, that was, what was that, about a cup of oil? Just, well, it would be a cup with that and that combined. Whoa! And that's just about it. She's done. Look at that. So it's not overly oily. It will tend to separate sometimes. I know people who put, they do use polysorbate 80 or 20 in their scrubs. I don't. It's just me. You know, I have that thing. But there you go. There's the salt scrub, sugar scrub combo mix. And I would just simply take my spoon. Make sure it's all nicely mixed. There's no puddle of oil at the bottom of the bowl or anything like that. fill up the cup. It smells so good. Don't want too much in there. I should weigh this out, but this one's mine, so it's okay. And there you go. There's your... It's your brown sugar, dead sea salt, warm vanilla, whatever you want to call it, sugar/salt scrub. It's a body scrub. There she be. Simple as that. Easy. You guys can, like I said, you can make it. There's an excellent one that I will do probably later with pink Himalayan salts. And you use coarse Himalayan salts, fine Himalayan salts with your sea salt, a little bit of jojoba oil, obviously your vitamin E, your preservative if you're selling or whatever, and vanilla and peppermint. And oh my god, it is so nice, and it's so pretty because you have the pink and the white in there. It's just gorgeous. But for now, I'm just going to do this one, and I have to do my jar inventory, see what I have for jars, and if I have enough, I will be making that one. So there you go. That's it. That's what it looks like. It's lovely. It's I don't know if I can show you. It's thick. It holds together nice, but it's not ultimately overly grossly oily. It's perfect. Alright guys, that was a short one, a quickie but a goodie. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.